Hi everybody, welcome back to the Celtic Crocheter. Today we're making this gorgeous crochet wind spinner, perfect for your garden, balcony or as a gift. This is a beginner friendly project and it works up fast, and honestly it's ridiculously satisfying to watch it spin. So grab your hook and let's get going. I will leave all materials required in the description for this project. Okay, so to get started we're going to make a chain of 70. Okay, so now once you have your chain made, we're going to cut our first color. I was going to add one extra. Okay, and then we're going to move to our second color. And what we're going to do is we are going to join this yarn back at the beginning. Now I've only done a shorter chain for the video. And we're going to join our yarn with a slip stitch. Okay, so these ends, what we're going to do so we don't have to weave them in is we're going to hide them underneath our stitches. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a stitch marker into that first chain. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put one single crochet into that first stitch. And then we're going to put one single crochet in every stitch all the way down the chain. So remember, bring your tails with you because you're going to hide them. This will save you weaving them in later on. Okay, so work that all the way down and I'll meet you down at the end. Okay, so now we've got down to the end of our second row. What we're doing again is we are going to cut our yarn. So you should have something like this. You can see it'll already start curling. And as I said, I'm only doing a small sample just to show you how to make this. Okay, so now we're going to go back up to where our stitch marker is. We're going to get our third color and we're going to make a loop. And we're going to attach it in where we have our stitch marker at the moment. Okay, so just pop it out for now. And join your yarn. Okay, so now we're going to chain 3. Going to pop your stitch marker into that first stitch. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work another double crochet into that first stitch there. Don't forget to bring your tail with you. And we're going to put 2 double crochets in every stitch all the way down the row. Okay, so continue to do that. Don't forget to keep hiding the tail from where you joined your yarn, and I will meet you at the end when you have finished putting 2 double crochets every stitch down. Okay, so we're just doing our last 2 double crochets here. And as you've noticed, I like to chain an extra one just before I cut the yarn. Okay, you can see it's all curling up there by itself now at the moment. Okay, so again, we're going to go back up to the top here and we are going to go to our 4th color. And yep, we're going to attach that one now in where that stitch marker is. Okay, so just pop out your stitch marker and join your new color. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to chain another 3 and then again you're going to pop your stitch marker into the top of that stitch. We're going to do 2 more double crochets into that same stitch. So we will have 3 double crochets in that first stitch there. Okay, so then the next stitch, what we're going to do, again, we're going to put 3 double crochets. Same in the next stitch, another 3 double crochets. And we're going to do that all the way down to the end again. So work 3 double crochets in every stitch. I'll meet you back down here again. Okay, so here we are making our last few double crochets. Okay, again, now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1 and we are going to snip our yarn. And now all the way back to the beginning again. And we are going to get our first color. And again, we're going to join where we have our stitch marker. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make the loop that we need to hang it, and then we're going to make the spine of the wind spinner. Okay, so now to make the spine, what we're going to do is we are going to chain 20. We're going to come back down to our first stitch again where we joined, and we're going to do another slip stitch. Now what we're going to do is we are going to chain 1. We are going to slip stitch into this next stitch here. We're going to chain 1. Again, slip stitch into the next stitch. Chain 1, slip stitch into the next. Chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, and then do another slip stitch, and we're going to work that the whole way down. You can see the way it gives it a little ruffled look for the spine. Continue that all the way down, and I'll meet you down when we get it finished. Okay, so here we are making our last few slip stitches on the spine. When you get to the end, what you're going to do is you're going to chain an extra 1, and then you're going to snip your yarn the same as we've done with all the previous rows. And there is your wind spinner. Just unravel it a little bit, get it into the circle. Okay, so there's your little wind spinner now, all wound up. Okay, so don't worry about these for now, because at the moment, next thing we're going to do is we're going to make our tassel, and then after we make our tassel, we are going to hide these ends in it, and from there I'm going to go through the blocking process with you. Okay, so to make our tassel, you're going to get all 4 of your colours, and you're going to hold them securely down the end there under your little finger, and you're going to wrap the yarn around your finger several times, all 4 colours. Okay, so you can make this as chunky or as small as you want, and you're going to get your scissors, and then you're going to cut all 4 colours. Okay, so then just grab your first colour, your colour 1, and we're going to pop a strand of that in underneath. We're going to pull it up to the top again. We're going to cut that. Take your fingers out, and we're going to tie a knot in this to secure the top of it. Now, I'd give it an extra wrap around here just to secure a little bit more. Okay, and this is the bit we're going to keep out because we're going to attach this bit to our wind spinner. Okay, so then we're going to come down here and into the bottom of these loops here. And we're going to cut them all. Grab another piece of your first colour. And we're going to tie it across near the top, just to kind of make a little bobble look. Now what you're going to do is straighten all these out. And just trim them off. And that is your tassel. Nice and easy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our darning needle. We're going to weave one of the strands through and attach that into the bottom of our wind spinner, and then we're going to tie that off as well. You're going to weave in these two ends. Now if you want, you can just pull them through here instead of weaving them in through your wind spinner. Sometimes this is easier, and then all you have to do is trim them up. Okay, so you can see where they've come a little bit longer. Again, just give them a quick trim. And that is it. Okay, so now we've done our tassel. Next, we're going to go through the blocking. Okay, so to block it, what we've done, we've put in our little bit of clothes or our fabric softener into the water. We've mixed it into some warm water and we've completely submerged it now. And we're going to leave it in here for about 15 minutes. And then we're going to come back to it and get rid of the excess water out of it and block it out. Okay, so we'll see it in about 15 minutes. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this out. So I have a towel and I have it fairly well folded up. If you don't have a surface like this to protect it, I use some of these foam mats underneath the towel. But what we're going to do is we're going to get this out and try and get it to keep the shape we have it in at the moment. And we're just going to squeeze it down. Get rid of the real excess water. Don't wring it. Just squeeze it. Okay, so then what we're going to do, make sure we have our rounds correct. Let me just move that out of the way. We'll move over here. Make sure we're all kind of even. And some of our circles aren't smaller than the others. As much as you can, and you can sort. You didn't have to attach the tassel early on. You can attach that later if you wanted to. Okay, so we have it all wrapped around there. Going to get it over to the edge of the towel just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it over. I'm going to place my block on top. And then for me, I'm just going to throw a couple of books on top, just to put a bit of weight on it. And that's it. Let it dry out. And then after a while, when it's dry, we'll just move this aside for now. So after you finish blocking it, it should be nice and flat like this. Should open up nicely. But just before it's actually dry, you're going to get your fabric stiffener. You're going to hang this and let it drape down. And what you're going to give it a quick spray all over with the stiffener, and then let it dry out itself fully. And then you're good to go. And that's it and that is your wind spinner. How gorgeous is it? Show me yours in the comments. I'd love to see your make. If this helped you, hit the like button and subscribe for new tutorials every week. And until then, happy crocheting.